The next program I wanted to demonstrate is calculating the area of a triangle. Now this is something you're going to do throughout the homework, but you're going to do it for different geometric shapes like spheres and circles, but it's all essentially the same. So once we know the equation, all we need to do is just prompt the information for the data that we need, and then we act on that information to make our calculations. For a triangle, the area of a triangle is the base times the height divided by 2. Really simple equation. So let's go ahead and make this calculation. The first thing I want to do is create my variables. So I created my variables. I have my base, which is going to be inputted by the user, the height, which is going to be inputted by the user, and then the area, which is going to be done through a calculation. Then I have my area factor, which is 0.5. Now I know I said I need to divide by 2, but multiplying by 0.5 is the same thing as dividing by 2. So I'm going to prompt the user for the base and for the height. I'm going to store that data into base and height. Now that I prompted the user for the base and for the height, I can go ahead and do my calculation for area. Once I have my area calculated, I can output that information to the user. So I have my output statement. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just merely taking the area and outputting it to the user. So let's compile and run this program. So I'm going to enter in a base of 4.5. So one thing I noticed is I don't really like using print lines whenever I'm prompting the user, because when I enter in my data, I like for it to show on the same line. So I'm going to go back to my prompts and remove the print line and just do a print. Now I'm going to recompile and run the program. I'm getting prompted for my base, so I'm going to enter a base of 4.5 and a height of 7.8. And there is the area for my triangle. But one thing we need to do is we need to verify this is actually correct. So let's go to Google and search area of a triangle, and we'll enter in these values to verify that we're getting the same result. If you Google area of a triangle, you'll find this calculator. I'm going to enter the same values that I entered into my program. So I entered the same values that I entered into my program, and I got 17.55, and that matches what I got in my program. In my program, I got the same thing, except I got 001. That's close enough. You should always verify that your calculations are correct. Google has all the calculators that you need for every geometric shape, so make sure you actually test your programs.